How's it going, Dopamon fans? Tonight, Team Canada faced off against Team USA for the first time at the 2022 Beijing Olympics. I want to give a big thank you for everyone that joined me for the live stream of this game. I think over 3,000 people clicked through at some point. We're Dopamon, my best friend, and I talk hockey news, analysis, trade speculation, mock drafts, scouting reports, and right now we're covering the Olympics. So leave a like and subscribe for more dope hockey content. I did a live stream for this game, and now I'm going to briefly summarize it. So to start off, these are the lineups for tonight. On the left, we have Team Canada. On the right, Team USA. Pasquale in net for Canada. He was in net as well yesterday. And then Strauss man in net for Team USA, though Drew Commesso was playing yesterday against Team China. Drew Commesso seems to be their starter, so I thought it was kind of weird that they were putting Strauss-Mann in, but Strauss-Mann did play very well, and we'll get to that. So, start off the game immediately. Minute and 24 seconds in, Matt Robinson. This puck kind of bounced around, ends up along the boards, where Robinson just flings it on net, not much to it, but squeezes by American goaltender Strauss-Mann. Canadian hopes were high, but they seemed to let off the gas pedal just a little bit after scoring. Maybe they thought it was going to come easy to them. And not a minute and 10 seconds later, Andy Mille for the United States here, on a 2-on-1, sort of a broken play in the neutral zone, 2-on-1, Mille has the chance to he backhands it when he has the chance to pass, so he catches Pasquale cheating to the right when, cheating on the pass when Mille shoots. It was a beautiful goal, might be the highlight goal of the game. Mille was all over the ice tonight. Momentum seemed to shift. It started in Canada's favor, but at this point, the American speed really took play. The Canadians are obviously the more experienced, poised, older, bigger team, but the Americans have brought the youngest team since 1994. I think it's pretty good for them. There's been a lot of naysayers on the team, but they skated really well, and they used their youth, energy, and speed to their advantage today, and became a huge factor because they were a little bit too fast for the Canadians to catch up. With a minute and 15 seconds left in the period, Ben Myers, on sort of a broken play, Jake Sanderson throws the puck on net, starts to bounce around funny. Pasquale can't track it. Ben Myers tips it in. And Jake Sanderson, of course, the United States dipping into the taxi squad a little bit. Ottawa Senators draft pick. Cannot wait to see him play in an Ottawa Senators jersey. But that is the end of the first period. And to start the second, almost just as quickly as it started the first, Pasquale, behind his own net, trying to play the puck, ends up, instead of getting a long stretch pass, kind of fans on the puck and ends up just handing it to Nick Shore, who from behind the Canadian goaltender passes to the front of the net, where Brendan Brisson will not miss on an empty net. Pasquale was just swimming in his own net, trying to get back into position and couldn't. Brisson makes him pay for it. And 10 minutes later, we get a big penalty by Eric Stahl. Completely unnecessary. It was actually the first of the game. Despite the physicality that Team Canada brought, it was not a dirty game by any means, but Eric Stahl's elbow was a little bit dirty. Definitely had no purpose to be throwing it. He was going to the bench for a change, and he just lifted the elbow. But during that shorthanded chance, Corbin Knight and Daniel Winnick with an amazing 2-on-1 passing back and forth to each other. Corbin Knight decides to stop passing just to shoot the puck, shoots it right over Strauss-Mann's blocker side. Amazing shorthanded goal, puts Canada to 3-2 and gives them a lot of hope. As this period ended, we get a 2-minute penalty for Kenny Agostino, and Canada really seems to get their feet under them. They're starting to play their game, their possession style, strong forechecking. I feel like the speed of the Americans seem to be a little bit exhausted at this point. Both teams are playing on a back-to-back, and you can kind of tell that the effort wasn't there all game. When you're thinking Canada versus United States, we're talking about national rivalry here. There wasn't a lot of that type of energy in it at all. That ends the second period. And to start the third, immediately into it, Eric Stahl gets a slash, which brings a little bit of 4-on-4 hockey, but it is mostly the Americans who, 6 minutes later, Kenny Agostino, from an amazing play by Andy Miele, who does a sort of drop pass in the slot, drops it back to Agostino, who just lets an incredible slap shot go, and Pasquale gets a piece of it, but it squeezes past him and slowly dribbles over the goal line, making it 4-2 for Canada. This will be the last goal of the game, but there was a lot of action left, especially in favor of Canada. The United States, with a few minutes left in the game, ended up getting 2 penalties back-to-back. There's a brief moment 5-on-3. Canada had tons of pressure, but even with Eddie Pasquale pulled, they just couldn't get any of it. The man advantage didn't work for them, and that's it. 4-2 United States is the final score. I'm going to look at, show the shot chart a little bit here. Again, in the first period, you see most of the shots seem to come around on right in front of the goaltenders. Both teams tried to utilize getting shots from the perimeter, especially from the left side, hoping for a rebound, hoping for something in front. If you watch the games for Team Canada yesterday against Team Germany, that was their entire strategy, was try and, make something work behind the net, Gretzky's office, wrap around, pass in front. Didn't work against Team USA, who was very strong defensively, but the second period shot chart looks very much so similar. But don't look at this third period shot chart. The Canadians all over the Americans in this period, trying to make something work, but Strauss-Mann ended up being the right decision for the Americans, and the final score, 4-2 for the United States. And thank you so much for watching. A special shout out for those of you that stayed for the live stream. So leave a like and subscribe. You can catch us in the next one. Peace.